to be reviewing a product called Loupedeck. And for those of you that don't know what Loupedeck is, it's a device that connects with Adobe Llightroom to enable you to control your adjustment sliders with a more hands-on approach. Loupedeck is compatible with both Mac and Windows, and it connects via USB. So as well as being able to control adjustment sliders, there's also function keys that are designed to speed up and simplify your editing process. So before we jump in and start looking at the features in more details with Loupedeck, I'd just like to mention that this video isn't sponsored by the creators of Loupedeck, and all views about the product are my own and honest. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump right in and go over the controls in more detail, and we'll edit a photo and see what results we get. Okay, so as you can see, I've just loaded Lightroom up. I've got an image loaded ready to edit. So before I start, I'll quickly go over the software that comes with Loupedeck, what you need to use, which enables you to configure the user configurable buttons. So we'll just click in, show you how easy it is to set up your hotkeys. So you've got your C1, C2 and C3. As you can see, there's a mouse over, just highlight. So you can change what these dials do. So your C1 dial, which is down here, at the moment is set to adjust the vignette, but you can also set it to change noise reduction, sharpness, vertical transform and horizontal transform, and as well as having it set to vignette. If you press another function key, then you can have it to change a different slider. So you could have, if you had the function key, you could have it to change sharpness or noise reduction. So I'll adjust it to noise reduction. Again, with all these, you can change it to do a number of different shortcuts, and then these keys across top you can use to call on one of your presets. So if you've got some like black and white presets, as you can see, and again they all double up. You can have two functions to each button, and then you've got your export button, which is in the top corner. Which at the moment I've got, so you can use your user presets. So I have it set to a pre-made Instagram export, and then on the secondary button, if I press an hold function, I have a 4K export, which changes the resolution to a basic 4K. Also in here you've got your quick settings, so you can change how sensitive all the dials are. If you have double speed, so double speed, if you spin the control quite fast, it'll adjust in double time. So yeah, straightforward settings, nice and easy to set up, and quite a bit of adjustments what you can make here. So that's the software. So now just quick go over the buttons, what we've got on the actual device itself. So as you can see, you've got an undo with reader button, your brush tool, your star buttons for flagging your images, copy and paste, your function key down here, and pick to flag your images. If you press that function, you can reject your images, your zoom button, and then you've got your C1 button. At the top here, you've got full screen, colour black and white, so just adjust the colour space from colour to a black and white colour space. You've got your HSL buttons, which change between hue, saturation and luminance, which you've got a little LED light to show you which mode you're in, and then you've got all your colour wheels here to adjust whichever mode you're in. Before and after, which puts you into a side-by-side view of your before and after edits. Export button, which again, depending on what you've got it set to, will export to your custom settings. Your main colour adjustments, so white balance, tint, vibrance and saturation. Arrow keys for moving between your photos. Another zoom button, and then you've got your main shadows, highlights, blacks and whites, and then over your exposure, clarity and contrast. all these little dials have got like a slightly rubberized finish to them, and as you turn in them you can feel them slightly click, so you know when you've moved at 1.1. And another feature is you can click the actual dial and it'll reset it back to 0. And the last dial over here is a rotate and crop dial, so again if you click it will take you into the crop mode, click it again to come out, and rotate it to quickly edit the rotation of your image. Okay, so now I've been over the controls what's on the device. I'm just going to do a really quick edit now on this photo, just so you can see the Loupedeck actually in action. So first of all, as you can see on this image, it's a bit blown out here around where the clouds are, and you can see on the histogram it is blown out because I've got a clipping warning just here. So we're just going to sort that out and maybe make it a little bit more punchy as it is a raw file. It's slightly flat, but yeah, so I'm just going to quickly edit it. So I'm going to just quickly take that exposure down so you can see how fast it is to really edit with this. Highlights, I'm going to really knock those highlights down just to try and get some more detail back in that sky. Same with the whites, we'll take whites back. Now I've done that, as you can see, this is a bit underexposed, so let's increase those shadows just to get a bit more detail back in this roof. Same with the blacks if we need to keep it quite contrasty. White balance, so if we want it a bit more cooler or a bit of a warmer look, I think the warmer look looks a bit better to my eyes. Just reset that tint. So yeah, so like I was saying, so say if you've made a stupid mistake and you want to go back to how it was, just click it and take it straight back. So that looks good. Saturation, let's just boost the colour slightly. And then vibrance ever so slightly. Clarity, let's just increase that ever so we don't want to go too overcooked, but just about there. See how that's looking. So before and after, as you can see already that we've got that sky back. The image is looking better already. And the last quick touch is I'm going to go into the saturation and the blues, maybe just saturate the blues ever so slightly, and aquas, and maybe just increase that orange and yellows ever so slightly. Again, before and after, looking good. And then maybe a bit of vignetting just to really fetch in that detail. Yep, there we go. So that's a quick edit. Probably took me about 40 seconds, a minute. And we've gone from this image here to this image. Yeah, so let's get those lights back on. So that concludes my quick overview review of Loupedeck. Overall, really good product, really happy with my purchase. Editing just feels a lot more hands-on. Seems to be a bit quicker at editing as well. And then, one last thing as well. Wanted to export, there we go. I've already exported this image before, so it's going to ask if I want to overwrite. Yeah, I'll just use unique name. It's quite like this image. But yeah, definitely worth checking it out if you do a lot of photo editing on your computer. I'll leave a link in the description below. So if you've liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Very much appreciate the support, and I'll see you all in my next video. Cheers guys.